गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि।
Thank you, Miss Meghana, for the invocatory prayer. Now I invite Dr. R.G. Vaidya to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I welcome you all for the one-day national conference on the trends of advanced applications, which is organized by the Department of Physics, Tumkur University, and Tumkur. I take this opportunity to welcome the chief guest of the inaugural function, Professor C. Shivkumar, Professor for the State Structural Unit of the Indian Institute of Science. When the organizing secretary requested the Professor C. Shivkumar kind-heartedly accepted our invitation and accepted the invitation, and he has come over from the Bangalore to Tumkur here to deliver the address. So I request Professor Nagusana to welcome the Professor C. Shivkumar by offering a bouquet. Today we have with us Professor Jayasheela, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Tumkur University, who is instrumental in organizing this conference. In spite of his busy schedule in administrative work, when the organizing team requested the Vice Chancellor, he kind-heartedly accepted our invitation. I request Dr. Malleshappa to welcome the Honorable Vice Chancellor by offering a bouquet. The Registrar of the Tumkur University, Professor B.S. Gunjal. In his absence also, I welcome the Registrar of the Tumkur University, who was key instrumental in giving the finance and advising at each stage of this conference. Because of his busy schedule and administrative work, he is not able to attend this conference. In his absence, on behalf of the organizing committee and the organizing secretary, I welcome the Registrar of the Tumkur University. I take the opportunity to welcome the participants, invited speakers who have come over all the way from the different parts of the country and who are eagerly waiting to share their research experience and to have the deliberations throughout the day. And the invited speaker, it would not have been possible to organize this conference. I wholeheartedly welcome the speakers, invited speakers, and the participants of this conference. Before closing the welcome address of the note, I must extend my warm welcome to the research scholars of the Physics Department and the student volunteers of the Physics Department, teaching faculty of the Physics Department and non-teaching faculty of the Physics Department who have collectively worked to organize this conference and worked very hard in organizing this conference. So, if I have not mentioned the name of the Professor H. Nagusana, who is the organizing secretary for this conference, it would be not fair. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome the Professor H. Nagusana, organizing secretary of the one-day conference on the recent trends in the advanced materials and their application. I thank the organizing team for giving me an opportunity to welcome all of you. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Light symbolizes knowledge, purity, and is the dispeller of darkness. Someone else, it will brighten your path also, says Lord Buddha. So please, all of you, join us for the lighting of the lamp. Please. Thank you all the dignitaries. When we know better, you do better. Now I request Dr. R.G. Vaidya to give a brief note about the theme of the conference.
The one-day national conference on the trends in advanced materials and their application. I start by asking the question that does humankind survive without the materials in the world? The answer would be definitely no. The mankind largely benefited by the natural materials and also the artificial man-made materials also. The materials have always played a key role and a vital role in making the quality of the human being very well by day and day. The extensive research work on the different class of the materials, especially on the electric materials, semiconducting materials, insulating materials, magnetic materials, superconducting materials, photonic materials, liquid crystal materials, smart materials, functional materials, high strength materials, photovoltaic materials, and the composite materials have extensively carried out the research, or the extensive research work is carried out on those materials. Recently, a new trend in the last decade is being observed in the research area, which include the nanomaterials also. The nanomaterials with the confinement in the fewer dimensions, the restrictions on the density of states, which can be obtained by reducing the dimensions of the material. And another material which obtained the Nobel Prize in 2007, that is the colossal magnetoresistance, which would not have been thought in the earlier days. That was also a new class of the materials which was observed in the last 2 decades. And groundbreaking discovery of the 2D materials, especially the graphene materials, which obtained which won the Nobel Prize in the 2010, include the new class of the materials. Recently, in the last 2-3 years, or I may mention the 5 years also, a new class of the materials which have got the exotic behavior in the electronic properties of the materials have been realized. They include the topological insulators. They seem to be insulators, but they are going to be the conductive one. Because of the topologically protected states, they are going to act as an insulator, but actually they are going to be the good metals as far as the conductivity is concerned. Now the efforts are being made to realize the topological transistors also for a replacement of the MOSFET. And other class of the 2D materials, they include the graphene systems, the germanium, which is a 2D material of the germanium, the silicate, which is a 2D material of the silicon, and the 2D metal chalcogenides, especially now they have obtained the very lot of attention in the research. The organic LEDs and the Weyl Dirac semimetals. It would not have been possible in the earlier days to observe these Dirac particles. Only in the theory Dirac proposed that we can have the Dirac particles, but the observation of the Dirac fermions in the graphene system or in the other materials like the Weyl Dirac semimetals, now it is possible only because of the inventions of the new materials only. Otherwise, that they would have been in the books or in the theory papers only. But the invention of the new materials is also challenging the theoreticians to give the new theories for those also. And I must mention here the exotic phenomena like the fractional quantum Hall effect, or the fractional quantum Hall effect, or interior quantum Hall effect, and some kind of new fermions, that is a composite fermions, or it may be the Majoronov fermions or Dirac fermions. It is possible only when we have the materials which are going to give you the properties of those. Without the materials, it would not be possible to find these exotic behaviors. They are usually the unusual behavior of the properties, electronic properties of the materials, which is possible only because of the inventions of the material. So, with this regard, the trends in advanced materials and their application will give you the brief idea about the material. And the conference is organized to cover all kinds of the material, which is going to be the very broad in sense, but organizing team has made an effort to get there to receive the papers from all the teams of the materials. The one-day national conference on trends in advanced materials and their applications aimed to provide a common platform for the researchers and the students or the invited delegates to have the discussions, deliberations, and to get the benefit out of the conference. Though this conference, through this conference, we hope the meaningful exchange of the ideas, deliberations will take place throughout the day in this place. The technical papers for the oral and the poster presentations from the research scholars, faculty, and from the others from the different parts of the country have been received on the wide range of the topics. The keynote address will be delivered by the Professor C. Shivakumar, Department, Solid State and the Structural Unit of Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. The invited lectures from the Dr. K. M. Mahadevan, Dr. N. O. Gopal, and Dr. M. K. Satish have been arranged for the benefit of the participants. I hope during the entire day, lots of discussions, deliberations will take place among the participants. At the end of the day, the conference would serve its purpose. So I take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Jayashila, and the Honorable Registrar, Professor B.S. Gunjal, of Tumkur University for their encouragement and the support at every stage of this organizing the conference. I thank one and all, and I thank the organizing team for giving me an opportunity to give the some theme for the conference.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to join for the release of the conference proceedings. Thank you all the dignitaries. Now I request Professor H. Nagbhushan sir, convener of this conference, to felicitate the Honorable Vice Chancellor sir and present a memento as a token of respect and gratitude. Thank you, sir. Now I request Professor H. Nagbhushan sir and Professor Jayashila sir to felicitate our chief guest, Professor C. Shivakumar sir, scientist, IISc Bangalore. Thank you, sir. May I now request our chief guest, Professor C. Shivakumar sir, scientist, IISc Bangalore, of the today's function to deliver inaugural address.
Respected VC sir, University, and my friends, collaborators, and organizer of this conference, Professor Nagbhushan, and all invited speakers and students and faculty of this institute as well as other institute. Many friends are there here. I'm not a good speaker here, but I'm not giving this kind of speech. I can give lecture there. This is a thing. But I've seen trends in advanced materials and their applications. Material science is a interdisciplinary area. So it's not only belongs to physics or chemistry or engineering things. Anybody can do this one. Materials, everywhere is materials. We have LED. It is earlier, what is that? The tubelets were there. CFL lamp it came. Now it became LED. DV also. CRT was there, and the LCD came, and LED nowadays. Like this material growing enormous way. Actually, material scientists play important role in this area. Without doing research on material science, we can't get materials. Making materials is not only is enough. We have to give shape to materials to some kind of product. So we need engineers also. So engineers as well as the basic researcher like me and Professor Nagbhushan. So generate materials for various applications. Before me, my one year speakers talked about many materials, including superconductivity, magnetic materials, CMR, so many materials. So everything, nothing is coming. Somebody has to do. So like Nagbhushan is extensively working on this material science towards phosphor materials. I've seen he got a around 10 crore project, something like that, based using that project. So he published 200 papers. So many papers I was co-author also. Collaboratively we worked together some papers. So not much now, but he is still continuing working, and more than 200 papers. I hope 200 crafts very time. I hope that many papers he published using on material science, particularly on LED based application materials, phosphor materials. Of course, I am also working same area. These are inspired people. Based on their idea and other things, we also started earlier. I worked with superconductivity. Our first speaker mentioned about superconducting things. So what is that materials? And magnetic materials. Superconducting we worked extensively worldwide, but we failed. We not succeed in the materials because we can't get a TC more than 135 Kelvin any materials, any composition. So no point of breaking our weight to make that kind of materials, because the materials become a super room temperature very useful. But we failed in that area. Not only the very world is failed. Nobody, not many people are working on superconducting area. So after that, the CMR material, colossal magnetic resistance material came in the picture, and because we succeed in that area, magnetic materials, that's why earlier this big gramophone, something like that was there. Now replacing that one, in gigabyte, terabyte chips we are making, storage, diskettes, storage materials. So that is the only magnetic materials play important role in our hard disk, memory chip, all these things. That's why we have miniature things is there. So there only magnetic materials play important role. And like this nanomaterial, so that is the changes world. And one more graphene. So that is also important material. So something I'm talking about material science in my keynote address. What is material science and what is nanomaterials? Little bit I'm giving a small flavor. After that, I will going to do my research. What we are working in IASC, at least my group. That things in my keynote address. But yeah, maybe I give opportunity to share some idea. Innovative. We need to here to present our research area as well as some address to this conference. I will try to do in my presentation in keynote address. Thank you for all for giving me this opportunity.
I thank our chief guest for introducing the participants about the different parts of materials. May I now request Professor Jayasheela, Honorable Vice Chancellor, to mention the presidential remarks.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, distinguished invitees, delegates, media persons, and student friends. I'm happy to inaugurate and preside over this one-day national conference on trends in advanced materials and their applications being
organized by the Department of Studies and Research in Physics. Indeed, I deem it an honor to share this intellectual platform with a galaxy of great scientists like Professor Shiv Kumar, Professor Satish, Professor Mahadevan, and Professor Gopal. I take this opportunity to congratulate Dr. Nagbhushan and his colleagues for inviting such a multifaceted personalities to our university. The honorable speakers have come from different places to deliver various lectures pertaining to trends in advanced materials and their applications. I am sure the students will going to benefit a lot from this conference to enhance their knowledge and computation. And I heard all the students and teachers to take part in this program actively so that we can enhance your knowledge in the field of advanced materials and their applications. With these few words, I would stop my speech. I wish all the best for this one-day national conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your encouraging words and continuous support for the success of this conference. To express a word of appreciation and gratitude, may I now invite Mangalgauri Madam to propose a word of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to stand before you to propose vote of thanks at this inauguration of Trends in Advanced Materials and Their Applications 2017, organized by Department of Studies and Research. I express my sincere gratitude to Professor Jayasheela, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Tumkur University, for taking time off his busy schedule to be with us for this inauguration. Thank you, sir. We are also very grateful to Professor Gunjal, Honorable Registrar, Tumkur University, in his absence. Thank you, sir. I must add here a few words about the kind support we received from our university in organizing this conference. I thank both the Honorable Vice Chancellor and Honorable Registrar for their keen interest in nurturing research activities in the university. I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Professor C. Shivakumar, IASC, the chief guest of this event, for accepting our invite and participating in this conference enthusiastically, and also for delivering the keynote address. Your contribution is much appreciated by every one of us. Thank you very much, sir. Professor H. Nagbhushan, convener of this conference and also the chairman of Department of Studies and Research in Physics, Tumkur University, is inspiration to his students and colleagues alike. His research exploits in the fields of nanotechnology and nanomaterials are formidable. He has taken immense interest in organizing this conference and conducting it successfully. I express deep gratitude to him for his efforts. Thank you, sir. The preparation and publication of the conference proceedings is an important aspect of any conference. It needs to be mentioned here that proceedings of this conference has been brought out extremely well. And for this, we are deeply indebted to Dr. H.B. Prem Kumar, Dr. S.C. Prashant, Dr. Venkataramanappa, and Dr. Dharaka Prasad. A special thanks is due also to the members of the faculty and students, especially the research scholars of the department, who have worked very hard for this conference. We are very grateful for their services. Thank you very much. I also thank the members of the media, volunteers, and everyone present here, and everyone who has worked for this conference. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, madam. Now it's the time for group photo. I request all the participants to join the dignitaries on the dais for the group photo. After the group photo, there will be a tea break, and then we will reassemble it back after 15 minutes in the same hall for the invited talk by Professor Shivakumar sir, IAC, and Professor K. M. Madhavan sir, Tumkur University. I request all the participants to come over the dais for the group photo. Now there will be a 15 minutes tea break. After tea break, please all of us reassemble back in the same hall for the inverted talks. Thank you. The participants who have not registered, please register outside the hall.
ಏನು PPT ಇದೆಯಾ? PPT ಇದೇನು ಇದರಲ್ಲೇ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಇದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಲೈವ್ ಅದ. ಲೈವ್ ಅದ. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ? ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಓ ಇದೇನಾ? ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಅದು ಲೈವ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಲೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಸೆಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಲೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್. ಸೊ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಇದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಮೆರಾ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಹಾಂ, ಇದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾದಲ್ಲ ಲೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದು ಆನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್? ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಚೇರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಅದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗಲೂ ಲೈವ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಈಗಲ್ಲ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಪಕ್ಕ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಅದು ಅಡ್ಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಇದ್ದಿದೆ.
I request the participants who have not yet registered, please register outside.
ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂತೀನಿ. ಇದು ಕೇಬಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ PPT ತೋರಿಸಿ ಸರ್. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹಾಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈವ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ? ಇದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬೆಲ್ಟ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಸರಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. Nine double eight 0311 938 ಅಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ನಾನು ತಂದ ಇಂಜಿನ್ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಇದು ಸಾಕು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡ್ಬರ್ತೇನೆ ಇದಾ ನೀನೇ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀನೇ
ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇನು ಬೇಡ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಮೊಬೈಲಲ್ಲಿ
Hello, lights. Hello, lights.
ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದಿದೆಯಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಬಸವರಾಜ ನಿಮಿಷ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅದೇ ಇದು ಆಕ್ಸಿ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆಕ್ಸಾಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಬಿ ಐ ಓಸ್ ಅವಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಸರಿ ಸರಿ ನೋಡಿ
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ
ಅಣ್ಣ ನೀನು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ, ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ರೆಡಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸಾಕು. ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ. ಆ ಮೈಕ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೋನಾ? ಅಣ್ಣ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಹಾಕೋಣ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸರ್ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಸಾಂಗ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ನೆಟ್ ನಮ್ದು ವೈಫೈ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡು.
ಯಾಕೆ ರುಚಿಗೆ ತಿಂಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ರ
ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್
ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದು
ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇದೆ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಈಗ ಆಫ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಓಕೆ ಇದು ಆಫ್ ಆಯ್ತು
ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆದರೆ
ಓಕೆ
ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
I welcome you all for the first technical session. Now I request Dr. S.C. Prashanta to introduce our keynote speaker for the day, Professor Shiv Kumara, IISc Bangalore.
Good morning. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Dr. Shiv Kumar sir. He is a working principal of research sciences in solid state structural chemistry unit, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Sir has obtained his MSc and PhD from Mysore University, and sir did postdoctoral in Virginia Tech University, USA. Sir visiting scientist to University of Bordeaux, France in the years 2005, 2008 and 2016. Sir, main research area is solid state materials, chemistry of oxides, low temperature synthesis, high temperature superconductors, Clausius magneto-resistance materials, thermodynamic, thermoelectric materials, nanomaterials. Sir working extensively on powder XRD and network refinement of XRD data. Currently is working on phosphor materials for LED applications and solid state display applications. Sir has published more than 200 international journal publications having an impact factor more than 5 to 15 up to 15. And sir has an index of 34, means that shows the quality of the work sir has. He delivered many lectures in international and national conferences and in refresher courses and also in different meetings. Sir is a reviewer for more than a dozen international Elsevier journals. Sir guided many students for their PhD programs. Sir is a life member of Material Society of India, then Indian Association of Solid State Chemists and Allied Scientists, and Chemical Research Society of India. Sir is an honorary member of Luminescence Society of India Karnataka chapter. More than anything else, sir is our close advisor, mentor, and good human being. With this introduction, I'll invite Dr. Shiv Kumar sir to deliver keynote address. Thank you very much.
Once again, good morning to everybody. Audible, no? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Prashant. for nice introduction. Actually, this organizer, Professor Lamberton, asked me to give my scientific talk. Suddenly 2 days back, he sent a mail, so can give a keynote address. I prepared my presentation for my research things. Now I included a little bit about material science, other things. Because this conference on trends in advanced materials and their applications. So I will try to give brief introduction of what is material science. And followed by, and one more important material is nanomaterials. I give brief introduction to nanomaterials, why they are so important nowadays. Then I will come to my research work. This is the topic. Precise synthesis of European ion activated metal molecules, states and carboxylate phosphorus, application, physical application, white LED, and photocatalysis. So now I'm giving material science and engineering. So what are materials? What do material scientists and engineers are studying? So materials are probably more deep-seated in our culture than most of realize. Materials everywhere it is there. So materials nothing but substance of which something is composed or made. Materials is not available easily. Somebody has to prepare or compose. Then only we can get materials. So every segment of our everyday life is influenced to one degree or another by materials like transportation, building, clothing, communication, irrigation. Everywhere we have many materials. Aircraft materials, connecting materials, non-connecting materials, magnetic materials, so many materials. Science is a very important role. And how this material science evolved over a period of time. Advancement of societies their own old thing. People are using according to their using. Nowadays, we have new materials rocket age. Nowadays, further nanomaterials. So materials form the basis and physical basis of human civilization. So this way material science evolved. That's why it tends in materials in advanced applications, something that is TANA conference. So what is material science? Material science is a scientific discipline which is primarily concerned with the research or basic knowledge about materials. So I comes under this category, material scientist. Generally what we are working, we are looking for the structure property, how we are making material, what is structure of the compound, and how we can, what is the properties of material that first we can tell. We are not going to implement our products. That time we need engineers. So materials engineering, their responsibility is an engineering discipline which is primarily concerned with using applied knowledge about materials, how to convert materials into products. This is ultimately we need a product. So like without materials, this people can't do anything. So you are preparing material with different method or different way. So that is our material sciences. Combination of these things, products are evolving. There are 4 basic elements: structure, property, processing, and performance. So we can put it in tetrahedra: structure properties by material science people, processing these people, materials engineering, designing the structure to achieve specific properties of materials, investigating the relationship between structure and properties of the materials. Materials, we talk about materials so far. What are those things? Metals, ceramics, polymers, composites, advanced materials like thin film, nanomaterials, etc. These are under material category. So this one I'm not going to explain more. Metals means it will be a strong and ductile, high thermal, electrical conductivity, effective, reflective, polymers, plastics, ceramics. So many things. There are materials. We need a good conductor also. At the same time, we need a bad conductor also, insulator also. Suppose plastic current, we need a good conductor. Copper, good conductor material. At the same time, we need a bad conductor. That's also going to conduct means it's difficult for us. You can't touch that one. So you need a bad conductor for this kind of application. You need a good conductor, as well as bad conductors. So these are all materials only. That materials, how I'm going to stop the conductivity of the. So we have to do some materials is for this kind of thing. Generally, most of the materials are oxides. Why oxides are so important in material science? So oxides, your 78% of nitrogen are there is there in the Earth atmosphere. Only 60% oxygen is there. But oxides are more stable than nitrates or any other things. So reason is dissociation energy of these oxides as well as nitrogen. So the heat of dissociation energy of triple nitrogen bond requires 941 kilojoules per mole. So whereas oxygen has the dissociation energy 496 kilojoules per mole. Half of the energy. So breaking this triple bond requires more energy than oxides. That's why for keeping iron outside and exposed to moisture, not forming nitrogen because 78% nitrogen is there, but it's not able to form iron nitrates. Rather than rusting is oxides. Fe2O3 or Fe4 is kind of rusting is oxides. Why that is the oxide formation takes place because of this reason. Breaking triple bond takes so much energy. Half of the energy is enough to break oxygen double bond. It is responsible, and we have many oxide materials rather than nitrates. So here I am listing some of the oxide material corresponding properties to polychromatic metals, LiCO3, aromatic metals, semiconductors, solid oxide, biosales, atypical materials, non-linear optical materials, cathode materials for secondary batteries, most of them are oxides. Oxides play an important role in material science. And where we are using two parameters, magnetic sensing, imaging, and magnetic materials semiconductors. So these are the applications. Materials we can use everywhere. We can prepare the material. So these are the methods for making electrical material. Method, solder method, hydrogen synthesis, air synthesis, motor start synthesis, frozen composition method, electrochemical synthesis, ion exchange, acid leaching, dehydration, integration, deintegration, and so on. So many methods are there to prepare. But similar way, you want to make some kind of application with a single crystals. The important things is thin film. So, chemical deposition, PVD, crystallized depositions pertaining to multiple methods. There are costly methods. The costly method, but we can use that bulk material. We can make this kind of thin film. After making materials, we use this technique for characterizing. The X-ray, these things are giving special information. This in morphology. Making materials, they are using this kind of technique to prove that there other information related to that material, what we prepared materials. This can give a brief introduction of materials. What are the materials and what are they? What is important in material science and what materials engineering are doing and what material science are come to nanomaterials. This is also an important area currently. So nano means is a millionth name. Nanometer is the 1 millionth of a meter. To understand how small 1 nanometer, let us see with no comparisons. This is a red blood cell, 7,000 nanometer. And our human age, about 8,000 nanometer. We can see air now on air. How much diameter of the air? Approximately 80,000 nanometer. This is the air. This is nanometer, nanomaterials, nanofibers. This is a big one, human air. Effects of nanoscale, structural differences. Bulk material and nanomaterials. Bulk carbon, graphite. What we are using in pencil tip is graphite. And the graphite sp2 accreditation and soft and good conductor. Graphite. At the same time, this is also carbon, diamond. This is also electropy of carbon, diamond. sp3 hybridization, and art and insulator. A good conductor, insulator. Only arrangement of atoms within the structure. sp2, sp3 hybridization. It's a very toughest material, hardest material. This one. And a good conductor, insulator. And the 1996, same carbon in the form of nanoscale, Buckybar. You got Nobel Prize 96, and the nanotube. Here, I'm showing arrangement of carbon atoms in different way. It's a graphite structure like this, stacked into 3 dimension in a graphite structure. Same thing, stacked into 2 dimension. Graphene, this one, and rolled into 1 dimension, nanotube, and wrapped into 0 dimension, tolerance. This is a 360. So each one got Nobel Prize 96, 91, 2010. There are here Nobel Prize. They awarded Nobel Prize for this materials. This is nanomaterial is not a new thing. It was born in 1857 itself. 1857. This was discovered by Michael Faraday in 1857. Colloidal solutions. Same compound, different particle size, exhibiting different color. It's very much gold colloidal solutions. So why nano? People are talking about nano or something, no? What is the nanomaterial specialty? Nanoscale materials can have properties that are unrealizable in bulk materials. This is the bulk material. Same material can make nano without disturbing any structural aspect. Small material, just small material. Nanoscale can change its properties without any disturbing its morphology. Other things, no? Nanomaterial changes its properties. Why it changes its properties? That is important for us. Why properties of nanomaterials are different? 2 parameters. One is increased depth surface area and quantum confinement effect. These 2 parameters play important role in nanomaterials. What is this surface area and quantum confinement? I will explain next. These factors can change or enhance the properties such as reactivity, strength, and electrical characteristics. So, surface area to volume ratio. Nanomaterials have a relatively larger surface area when compared to the same volume or mass of the material produced in larger form. This is the formula. Ultimately, when the radius of the sphere decreases, its surface volume ratio increases. Smaller particles having a more surface area. That is, surface area more means it's good for only electric activity, good, but not for electrical property and magnetic properties. Why it means I will tell you next. So this is surface area. This is a small particle size. This is a bigger particle size. Bulk atoms. So this is number of atoms in bulk on surface. So smaller means more atoms are sitting in the surface. Bulk atoms are very less. Confinement. What is quantum confinement? In nanocrystals, electronic energy levels is as in the bulk, but are discrete. When you density of states, because of the confinement of the electronic wave function to the physical dimension of the particles. This phenomenon is called quantum confinement, and therefore nanocrystals are also referred as quantum dot. This is the main things. Quantum confinement. So here I am showing how it is confined. So electrons confined in 1 dimension. So every material is 3 dimension. Confinement will be there. Electron can't move this direction, that direction. Only can move x or y direction. This is a thin film. 1 dimension confinement is there. It can't move upwards. Only x axis and y axis they can move. The electrons can easily move 2 dimensions like this. Electrons can climb 2 dimensions. Now earlier only 1 dimension, now 2 dimension. Only electron can move only 1 direction. These electrons can easily move in 1 dimension with quantum waves. Quantum wave. In quantum dot, all 3 directions are confined. There is no movement of electrons. Quantum dot electrons can easily move in 0 dimension. There is no space to move in any directions. This is the quantum dot. Up to Under nanometer, you can call quantum dot. Up to 10 nanometer. Up to 10 nanometer, quantum dot. Up to 100 nanometer, you can call it nanometer. 10 nanometer, quantum dots. So in physics point of view, 3 dimension, 2 dimension, 1 dimension, 0 dimension, step states and bulk energy. So this is created I mentioned. This one is no continuity like this. Band gap energy bulk state to nanoparticle and the effect of size and nanoparticle emission characteristics. Say all nanomaterial means similar to materials which has a relevant conduction band. So this is the energy gap, band gap. Well, you can indicate some kind of finite band gap. Same metal, we can make smaller particle, band gap will be increasing. Quantum dot, relevant conduction band. Particles decreases from bulk to nano. That property also changes, other also changes like this. Same thing. This is cadmium 78, 4 nanometer showing red color, 2 nanometer showing blue color. Like this, 16 nanometer, different color we can generate, different control the particle size. Cadmium 78. So same thing, cadmium 78 without UV light. Without UV light, color like this. Then exposed to UV light, color changes from blue to red. And now, like in observation spectra, same material, control particle size, we can plot observation spectra which varies the band gap. Based on this, we can calculate band gap, what is the band gap, this everything. Using the HC by lambda formula, we can calculate band gap of each line. So that means we can control particle size, we can control the band gap. Same material, we can get different colors. This is a observation spectra, this is emission spectra. You can get different color, same material, control particle size, you can get different emission, different colors of emissions. So nanomaterials have superior properties than the bulk substance. You can strength, thermostability, catalytic activity, electric conductivity, magnetic properties, optical properties, and so on. Different. This is totally nanomaterials are different than bulk material. I wanted to say that much. Physical properties though is changes from bulk to nano. Crystal structure of nanoparticles is same as bulk. Suppose anybody prepare nanomaterial, there is no structural change takes place. Bulk is tetragrammic, nano also is tetragrammic. Not going to tetragrammic to orthorhombic or monoclinic. Property will be structure will remain same. Only changes it may take little bit like parameters because atoms are not sitting in proper position. In nanomaterials, they have a thermal vibration that causes the difference in the lattice parameters. Structure remains same only. Structure of nanoparticles is same as bulk structure with slight change in the lattice parameters. So the interatomic spacing decreases with size, and this is due to long-range electrostatic forces and the short-range forceful repulsion. This region, the decreasing that specific in the D successive planes. The melting point of nanoparticles decreases with size because bulk material carries some kind of definite band gap melting point. Same material you can make the nanoparticle, the melting point changes. Example here, gold melting point particle size. Melting point, this one, this is a particle size. Gold melts at 1264 degrees centigrade. Gold. So same gold, you can make a nanoparticle around less than 5 nanometer. Drastically changes 500 degree or 2 nanometer particles size gold. It melts at 500 itself. Not only gold, everything. Suppose you are making nanomaterial, keeping at high temperature. We can think this is melting point at high temperature. We keep the temperature, it will melt, become useless. So, what nanoparticles are less melting point compared to bulk properties. So, chemical properties, because the large surface area to volume ratio, variations in geometry and the design structure, nanoparticles have a strong effect on catalytic properties. Catalytic properties means suppose I have 1 gram catalyst, and the same 1 gram I can make 1000 parts. 1 gram using that as a catalyst I am using, it has only surface area very less. That 1 gram I am breaking 1000 pieces. Each one acts as a catalyst. 1000 pieces. Each one acts as a catalyst. But you can't make 1000 pieces in some bulk material. So you can distribute something medium. You can take some kind of matrix like CO2, TaO2, ZrO2. It's not participating in the catalyst. That kind of matrix we can distribute this one. This 1 gram board, make it small particles, distribute in that way. Each particle acts as a catalyst. Instead of one bulk material, I can make bulk material small pieces, 1000 pieces. Each one acts as a catalyst. Surface area more. So that's why reactivity, effect activity is good in nanomaterials than bulk materials. So electrical properties, the electronic structure of nanomaterials depend on the bulk materials. And the density of the energy states in the conduction band changes. Nanoparticles made of semiconducting materials, germanium, silicon, and cadmium, are not semiconductors. Suppose this is a statement. It's not good for electrical properties, nanomaterials. Nowadays, people are using silicon as a bandwidth 1.1 electron volt. They are using in normal way. Same silicon we can make nano. Band gap increases. Already 1.1 is enough for our required applications. Same material we can make nanomaterial because band gap increases and instead of semiconducting property, showing insulating. That's not good for us. So, electrical property is not good for nano materials, because suppose same thing we can make it. We know already I mentioned that surface area is more. For jumping electron, hopping electron, we need a continuity in the media, but here lot of gap, wires, bores will be there, defective. So that's a suppressing the electric properties. So my expected supermatic properties are making it. So I made a supermatic compound. Expected supermatic property, some TC. So same nanomaterial showing insulating behavior. Because of this reason. So germanium, silicon, and cadmium are not semiconductors in nano level. So magnetic properties, the magnetic moment of nanoparticles is going to be very less compared to than with bulk size. So totally I am telling electric property and magnetic properties are not good for nanomaterials. So how they are making nanomaterials? This is also important. Two methods, top down and bottom up method. Breaking top down means breaking down matter into more basic building blocks. Most physics people are doing this kind of technique. And the chemistry people are using they are using bottom up method. Building complex system by combining simple atomic level components like this. Is breaking, making smaller pieces. And this is for struggling to get small pieces to big one. And top-down approach generally photolithography, electron beam lithography, litho constant printing, nano imprint, nanoscale lithography, and so on. These are top-down methods. So the chemistry method, special method, to subchemical method, to reduction of metal salt. So simple method, cheaper also compared to the top-down method. Method is simple. You can make nano material easily, and proving we need a time. First, you can pick up break compound. You can isolate that border. You can do some X-ray. X-rays are coming broad line. Then you can approximately tell it's a nanoparticle. X-rays are coming sharp line. That means it will be a bulk material. So first confirmation by HRS study we can tell this is whether nano or bulk material. We need correctly, we have to do 10 analysis. What is the particle size? So that we get information. And the various materials, nanoparticles, nanoparticles, nanocapsules, so many things, so many applications. Nano materials. So, nanostructures has many areas: mechanical engineering, robotics, biotechnology, transportation, national security, defense, food and medicine, aerospace, energy and environment, advanced materials and textiles, information technology. Everywhere, nanotechnology plays important role nowadays. Welcome to my research work. I gave title like this in my maybe the plate. Besides, this is some below because iron activated metal barbarates, tungsten and bismuth acrylic, phosphorus sulfate in LEDs and photocatalysis. Making material is not important. You can make material that will show some application. Same material that showing two application. Phosphor material as well as photocatalysis. This I gave a great but precise synthesis. Precise method is a simple method. How to make simplest way to that material. So, I am giving precise synthesis. So just I'll give a brief introduction what is phosphorus. Limitations of the phosphorus. Phosphorus nothing but the luminous materials. Luminous a process of light emission as an excited atom returned to its low state. Okay, like excited atom is now longer stays in the conduction band comes to valence band. So that will coming down to give a light, that is very quickly give a light or a phosphorus physical principle post lattice. They have post lattice in which activated and sensitized ions are incorporated. Post activator and sensitizer. Phosphor not becoming post that is not going to act as a phosphor material. You can those small quantity of any activator ions like this one. Activator rare ions are transition metals. Inactive. Sensitizer, lithium, potassium, sodium, bismuth, and other things. Suitably, you have to choose the activator as well as sensitizing ion. So, literature is available. Just I waited with little small here. And what is the goal of activator? Goal of activator is the activator creates a center, absorbs radiation energy, and converts into visible radiation. Further, you want to enhance the intensity of the phosphorus and fluorescence. Acts as energy transfer process and enhance the luminous efficiency. Most materials like oxides, sulfates, nitrates, sulfates, phosphorus, so many things we can use as a post, and this one is activator. Then the rare ions are transition metals. What is post specialty about the rare ions? Next. Yeah, this is also important. Importance of post and the activators. Luminous properties of phosphorus are affected by both activator and sensitizer. In order to get luminous properties, good luminous properties, both should be compatible with luminous centers. That means what we are doping that should go to post lattice. That is such a way that you have to choose the post material and stable during fabrication. So, if you want to make any device kind of thing, should be stable and exposed to UV light or any electrons. That's why you have to choose, considering all these parameters, you have to choose post material. And what is the specialty of the rare ions are important. So rare ions activate phosphorus materials or LED and gain interest due to their characteristic sharp and arranging parameters. 4 parameters play important role. When you are doping with rare ions, it is becoming sharp transition. So, suppose transition element to give broad transition, it has multi. Next, I will tell you why this broad transition is coming and why this sharp transition is coming. The dope material phosphorus. Sharp transition due to this one, 4 parameters. So, commercially available now, LEDs. It's RGB, red, green, blue, we generate white LED. And another method is blue LED connected with yellow phosphor, we generate white LED. Generating white LED, generally they are using this kind of combination. What is the importance of this LEDs? Low energy consumption, high brightness and long service life, cold lighting source, less heat generation, and high reliability and low maintenance, color quality, free of mercury. This is environmental friendly materials. This kind of materials. Where they are using applications, different dopant, we can generate different colors. Dopant give only red color. So like this, there are various dopant ions. All colors will be there. We generate many colors. And where they are using. And how we can make this material. This is my science now. This is my contribution to the science. MWFO, M stands for calcium, calcium variant and related, nanophosphorus, photoluminescence and photokinetic properties. So, same material exhibit two types applications. So, MWFO, this selected autonomous structure, it has specific isoform on A, self-release property. There is no activator or sensitizer here. The work itself acts as a reverse property. So, it will show in the next slide. Where they are using this material. Rate emitting diodes, photocatalysis, solid-state lasers, scintillators, capacitor, optic filters, microwaves, many ways they are using this material. How they are making general synthetic materials, allosteric reaction, allow synthesis, special reaction, fake catalysis, argon, polymer precursor, microwave irradiation. We can use this method, we can generate this kind of compound. So what we adopted here, simple fission method. Advantages, this method is room temperature and this then processing, precise, that means easy, energy saving, environmental friendly. This one. No, battery can start.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, simple method. We adopt a simple method, special method, and we can generate this compound. This is the simplest method we can prepare compound. Methylated 0.1 molar and tungstate 0.1 molar per 1 hour. Both are solvent water only. Methylated starts as solvent water and this tungstate of solvent water. And the equal ratio, equal molar ratio. The stir for 1 hour at room temperature. Keep it. Better substitution is formation takes place. What is solution? And age it for 2 hours means without disturbing. That's why we can keep it simply without disturbing. At room temperature, it's white phase forming. Bottom is coming, and the solution will be there top. And wash and filter. You can isolate the product in MWFO phosphorus. Here I am not putting anything. Just I have metal, 2 metals and oxygen. Yes, I am not. I don't have any substitution like 1%, 2%, 4%. That is difficult here because what I am hoping that compound also get like this easy, but it not participate in the preparation. When we washing, it will go in the water. So because it is difficult for doping, you don't have any control, composition control. There is a drawback in this kind of method. Here I don't have any dopant, just I have 2 elements corresponding charge balance oxygen. The compound. Completely in 14. Just to remove water molecule heated at 100 centigrade. Phosphorus we can get it. The X-ray, there is no heating or any further treatment. Just filtered sample dried at 100 centigrade. This is after the phase formed or not, we can confirm the X-ray. Or other lines are there, indesic lines. Everything will be related to earlier reported pattern. I don't have any extra line. Or other reflection here, everything is indexable. Similarly, like this is there. Here I am saying this line depends because shifting due to any area of this the variant transition calcium. It has a any area 1.12, 1.26, 1.42, and this that 1. In between is coming 1.29. That line is in between this frequency is coming. So once again, channel formula used for electric particle size here, and further I know that discovery I did this reconnement. I fitted this one by using reconnement. Observed like reflect type. It's a different pattern. Perfectly matched it. There is no, I don't have any impurity line. Otherwise, I have a line here. Here, small impurity is there. Here, small impurity. I don't have a green line here. That indicates small impurity. But, I don't know what is the impurity. Small, this is the impurity line. So wherever I have line here, below the green line, it indicates a system line, a compound line. It's a black position. So it's kind of thing we can do confirm the structure inside. So after confirm structure, this is the I can provide a table. What is the that parameter space group where the atoms are sitting and what is the bond length, bond angle, everything explain to doing multi-determinant. I can model the structure also. How it looks like a NW4 structure. So I need a space group, I need a X parameter, I need position parameter, XYZ coordinates of that compound. That much is there is I can model structure. To do this model structure, we can extract the distance, angle, everything. To get information of that material. I have prepared compound, I control structure, I extracted the parameters. What is space group, cell volume, angle, everything. That means full structural information is more. Now I can come to surface. How looks like a compound. I can do SEM morphology. This CW4, CW4, BW4, BW4. Without any disturbance, we can get kind of. I can't modify any morphology here. Just simply accept two things, kept for over, then filtered and isolated the product. The product is same image like this. Then once again you have to show other evidences like stretching and bending things. So this is also exactly matching to the reported values. And suppose this is the OH group. In this compound there is no OH kind of small things. Only absorb water molecule. So heat of this compound further 100 200 centigrade for some more time. I can remove this thing also. With the chemistry method, I have absorbed water molecule, so it's not a problem. So then, for preparation of the we did the UV observation by solid UV viscose spectra. We can extract the band gap of the material. These band gaps are matching the reported values. That's what we are confirming using this relations. And sometimes I mentioned self-luminescence. This material there is no doping, co-doping. So this is the material valence conduction band. This is the material electron volt recombination process. This emission rate. This valence band. Oxygen 2p here filled valence band. Empty conduction band. There empty function here. Then chain UV light. This valence band electron excite to conduction band. Creates a hole and electron. The recombination creates a hole electron. Gives blue light. This is the mechanism. Excited atom emission mainly arises from the charge transfer transition from the oxygen ligands to the central. There is no role of activator or sensitizer that works materials. And here broad line. So rare times are giving sharp line. Here are being any rare ion. Only calcium or barium or calcium. Function is there. There is no concept of rare ion. So that's why it's giving a broad line. This broad line due to suggests that the emission process is a typical multi-phonon or multi-level process. It's not single process. It has multi-level process. That's why we can get broad lines. A solid system in which the relation occurs by several paths involving the participation of mineral energy. In the gap, material subject. So all are contributing from a broad line like this. Excitation spectra, emission spectra. BW4, SW4, BW4, and BW4. So generally, we are using this CE diagram for identifying the color quality of the materials. This is general diagram. So in this time, where our compounds K values are fitting. So K24, you can get only X5 parameters, 2 parameters, 2 data, and this is commercially available DM, DTSD. barium, magnesium, aluminum, aluminum 2 plus 2, this compound, it has commercially they are using currently 0.144 and 0.70. And the NTSC, National Television System Committee, NTSC, they are using this compound 0.140, 0.80. More or less, our materials are also closely related to this values. So we can use this material simple method of preparation, and we can use for this type of application. So that is the photoresist property. Same material I use it for photocatalysis. So photocatalysis, how it arises? Mechanism. Photocatalyst is a process in which light is used to activate the catalyst, like particularly UV light or visible light, which creates a electron hole place to degrade the organic pollutants to environmental friendly products. Environmental friendly products. Maybe that copper is going to have to use KO2. Same mechanism. This valence band, conduction band, when shine light, this valence band electron goes to occupies conduction band, there's a hole and electron. This electron reacts with oxygen, oxygen to form a O2 minus radical. This electron O2 minus radical in the O. Here this one moisture after the moisture electron to form a hydroxyl radical. Hydroxyl radical, and combination of these two O2 plus electron will give O2 minus this reaction. This gets hydroxyl OH minus give hydroxyl radical. This O2 minus radical and hydroxyl radical acting as a active oxygen species. This organic substance, active oxygen species, these two, and the oxidative decomposition of carbon dioxide, water, nitrogen are environmental friendly products. This is the toxic one. Using of this generated these two things, reacts with this one, which is decomposing. Decomposing means breaking small particles, small fractions. You can get carbon dioxide, water, like this. These are the environmental friendly materials. This is the mechanism in photocatalysis. This light energy is more than its backgap energy. The electron, the valence band connection with magnetic exciting means we have to provide this light energy is more than or equal to its bandgap energy. That is important. Same thing, within blue day, this is a non-periodic formula. Within blue day, this is a formula, this hydroxyl radical with fragmented like carbon dioxide, ammonium, nitrate, sulfate, chloride, water. These are the product. Only simple one material, within blue. This is the formula. Using this active reaction, and you can generate this kind of product. You can combine all these things, you can't get this one. So it's catalyst. In case of absorption studies, the absorbing, fluid absorbing like this. It will be when you are giving to other things, that is also the same structure remains same. There is no fragmentation takes place. Absorption studies is different, catalytic studies is different. And this is the effect of pH. So this is a time and pH3, different element, pH 7. pH also important. Works is a condition within blue concentration minus 6 molar. This is concentration. That is chloric 1 gram per liter. We want to do catalytic reactions. We need this kind of some quantity 1 gram per liter. They are used as source of react UV light. It has a bandgap 65. What is that? Wavelength 360 nanometer. So this is the condition. We did this reaction, and it goes 60 minutes. 60 minutes. We have to 1 hour. We did the reaction. Here is not going. So percentage, how much percentage conversion is here and going? pH 7, only 88% it goes. pH 3, 100% you achieve at 1 hour. 100% achieved in BAWF4. CAWF4, SRWF4, all are same structure. It has different band gap. Band gap play important role rather than structure here. So we achieved 100% at pH 3. So this is the inside same pH 3, pH 7, 100% achieved here. Barium, calcium, calcium and calcium. Calcium this one. And suppose after doing this one, but calculate red constant, 7% of postulated red constant. This value take more. This is good calculation. Assuming this red constant is value more, then only acts as a good calculation. And that is the only calcium calcium variant. This is like used for 3 days. Till do rhodamine, molybdenum, nickel iron. They degrade under visible light. These are the things. Till do is degraded, rhodamine B degraded. Same condition. 60 minutes, 105 minutes, 120 minutes, 2 hours. When 2 hours also not degrading. So we have same color, methyl orange color. This is due to methyl blue and rhodamine B are basic dyes. These are basic dyes. This acidic dye. So this catalyst is not good for acidic dye. So this is even 2 hours also we can't achieve for 5% also. So that means this catalyst is good only for acidic basic dye, not for acidic dye. That we can conclude that this one based on this work we published in 2005 APTA. And without disturbing, we fill the band gap. PBW4, MW4. PB, W196, MOXO4. That means W side accepted molybdenum. So this PBW4, this case number is one. PBM4, this case number. Just without more or less junction molybdenum, both are same side. Not mentioned here. 0.41, not 0.40. Any grade. So that's why I am not able to see any shift in this D value or spacing, more or less same structure. This is the once again experiment. And we did PGA for this compound, prepared compound. So I didn't get any decrease in the weight loss. That indicates stable up to 800 degrees. So other people what they are doing, so I didn't get any weight loss, that they are telling. So I am telling reverse way. This is stability of the compound. I checked up to 800 centigrade. No more weight loss. It indicates up to 800 degrees. This is stable on these 3 materials. And without disturbing the structure, you can tune the band gap. It conforms to the DX spectra, diffuse reflectance spectra. You can tune the band gap from 3.76 to 3.22. PBW4 3.76 to 3.22. PBM4. Without structural affecting the structure, you can tune the band gap using correct composition. Same thing we did the EV like products for rhodamine B, is molybdenum 0 means PBW4, molybdenum 1 means PBMO4. And we achieve 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, when it comes to 50, tension 50, down 50, express within 30 minutes. Here once again, band gap is playing an important role in the structure. So here I dope European. This is the molecule. Earlier I talked about tungsten. I prepared simply special method. European structure. Same structure, same specific building, and these are the methods. I am adopted different method here. This is the gel composition method. Because I can't dope in that special method. Here I can dope, I can have a control this method. What is this specialty of this method? Matrix gel composition method. Matrix gel composition route can be an excellent method for the synthesis of 2 multi-component oxides. You can make multi-component like LaNO3, BaTiO3, CaTiO3, what are things is that we can dope, we can get a best product without much difficulty. The potential advantage of bit chemical route over the conventional solid method include better homogeneity. I can have a controlled homogeneity because you give solution, then I am burning something, I get a product, what are doped is small percentage doping, that is within solution everything will be distributed. So I can control homogeneity, better composition control. If I am splitting for 5%, I can expect the final compound also 5%. But in this method, not like the earlier method, the special method. 5% means it's not 5%, not aligned with the old method. It may going by washing solution. So lower processing temperature and time. How much lower and what is the duration? Simple naked solution. European oxide, we are taking as a European force. European oxide is not soluble in water, so it dissolves in the minimum amount of nitric acid, HNO3, and it's the ammonium oxide is soluble in water. The methylated solution in add citric acid, 1:2 ratio citric acid to form a metacitrate complex. Metacitrate complex. Hard plate, it disintegrates. Our water molecule evaporates. Within the hard plate itself is burning. Of course, lot of gases are evolving. There is no flame here. There will be burning within the beaker and hot plate. After combustion takes place, black residue is coming. A lot of carbon will be there because of this citric acid. Lot of carbon will be there. Then we can take this black residue to be amorphous compound. It's amorphous. Just give calcium at 700 centigrade for 2 hours, we get this product. Simple here, amorphous compound. When giving small duration, required temperature, so we can use this temperature as important. That is important. Why can't 700? I can keep it 1000 degree also. Just 1 hour. 1000 degree means immediately this melting. I don't want to melting of the molten content. I should keep the plasma within the my compound. That's why molten melting point is around 800 830 something temperature. 800 830 MO3. Below that MO3, I have to keep that compound. Amorphous structural compound. This one. Just 2 hours. 700 degree, 2 hours. Electrical compound. So same time, we work with all the compound prepared simple method. We are able to publish then 3 different journals. Because method is same structure, everything is same. But I can't publish one by one. So different at a time, I same different journals. 15. We are able to publish 3 papers. GM4, SRM4, BM4, European. Structuring is same, method is same, everything is same. So we place the whole year, we publish papers. Using a structural analysis. Same thing, I did everything. And morphology here, because there is a control here, RRS, same thing. This is the method, no? Some kind of frequency morphology are coming. And every year, I don't have any water molecule here. Because I heated compound 700 centigrade. There is no adsorbed water molecule or any take-up water molecule. That is important here. And band gap extracted using this calculation. Once again, and this is a host material. Broad transition, emission spectra. We get sharp transition, 612. This is excitation spectra, emission spectra, 612. Characteristic pick up uranium. We can get different scientific papers, all the information. This is a host that coming in the blue color and the doped compound coming in the red color in same diagram. Similarly, BM4, same is the host material, excitation spectra, emission spectra. Host is coming here, coming in the red color. Then BM4 also. And another system we use is not a oxide, it's oxyhalide. Halide is pretty chloride, bromide, this kind of things. BiOX. Then people will do. Here's simple method. I gave right card special synthesis. This is a simple method. There is no complicated data. No prepared is bismuth oxide, lithium oxide, ammonium chloride, halide, bromide, chloride, this kind of thing. You can take required amount, you can drain result water, calcium 400 centigrade for 1 hour. Just 1 hour, 400 centigrade. Why it was 400 here? Because ammonium halide, I'm keeping high temperature. Now, what is the ammonium only escaping? That chloride, bromide participating in the bismuth to form a compound BiOX. So, keeping high temperature. At high temperature, there is a possibility of evaporation of chloride or bromide also. Same compound keeping high temperature. Not only ammonia, now by chloride also escaping, bromide also escaping. and chloride. I can't get any this kind of formula. Only I can get only bismuth oxide. I don't want to do bismuth oxide. I need a oxyhalide. That's why I do this 400 centigrade. Decomposition temperature 450 something. Around 400 centigrade only decomposing. That is ammonium halides. So like that, it goes 400. You prepare this compound. So this is the extract pattern. Elixir compound. And the bismuth having a 1.8 coordination in this structure, BaOCl, bismuth having 8 coordination bismuth ion, 1.17 angstrom. Whereas europium doped with bismuth site europium, it has 1.06. It is actually this europium ion goes to the site, 8 coordination, is a smaller site compared to bismuth. Easily it goes to bismuth site. I don't have any extra line due to europium oxide and europium ion here. This is a BaOF, BaOCl, BaOPl. First, I published this paper in RSC Advanced. Bismuth oxide chloride only. And I don't want to publish the same journal somewhere, I separated somewhere. Those people transport automatically to RSC. These two things are published in same year, same issue, paper was different. The thing to here, I can make 1 hour with how much I can prepare one day, all compounds. Preparation is very easy. Other things I showed so far. 2 hour preparation, 700 degree for 2 hours, 400 degree for 1 hour. Simple method. One day I can make 50 compound if you want. But making it easy. But the first thing is takes a lot of time, improving structure information, getting other analysis, other things. But when you are working this kind of things, you prepare all the things. And I published one paper here and I submitted to other journals. Those people is transferred to RSC once again. Here, same volume, different paper, you are able to publish 2 papers out of 3 compounds, 3 systems. Extra this kind of materials, wherever I prepare a compound, I will do a little different manner. I can get extract the carbon, lax parameters, position parameter, everything. Then I can model the structure. I can extract the content, everything. So this is Tata before for a space group. This is this kind of lax parameter and study the stability of using PGA. There up to 800 is stable. Here, 900 degree, 900 degree. Bismuth oxide chloride uses oxygen or chlorine here, not complete decomposing. This compound is bismuth oxide bromide decomposing to give bismuth oxide only. This is the condition. After doing PGA, this kind of gas we can extract give up to what temperature when materials are stable. That information get after doing PGA analysis, thermographic analysis. Thermostability of bismuth oxide halide decreasing its atomic number. That's what I claimed. Up to 600 degree stable material. That's what I can tell. So this is a layered material. Bismuth oxide halide, this is layered material. But the same also comes from nature. Natures here. Once again, band cap we extracted. It is layered and bismuth oxide halide is not a phosphor material. When you are doping with europium, then only its material acts as a phosphor. So if you sharp transition are giving, whenever we dope with europium, we are targeting only europium content. That's why you can get red in color. Europium generally shows red in color. And the BaOC europium, it has a X values 0.637, 0.34, 361. With phosphorus, we are using the kind of Y43, 0.3 plus Y2O2, 0.647, 0.343, values. So this material we can use, actually we can prepare simple method, we can use this kind of applications. LED are applications. So lifetime decay measurement also we did how much an excited atom, how much time takes to reach ground state. This is the decay measurement. It's a more takes more time to decrease things. And other parameters we extracted using the below analysis parameter, which is pure data. So many things you can extract. Based on this, we can tell what is the laser, what type of this material can be used for laser application also, photorealistic properties and photochemical properties. So many same material can use the application. Yeah, same thing. It's efficiency, yield, derivative parameters, photocatalysis, and the superconductor of PL, photocatalysis, same material. So 75 minutes to 75 minutes to 75 minutes to 75 minutes can achieve 100% degradation. So toxic chloride, low europium. 70%, 75 minutes is degrading, 100% conversion takes place. So here 45 minutes only, 30 minutes. This one 20 minutes. Bromide, toxic bromide. So here I plotted. So this is the chloride, bromide. Without any light, dark pixel, more than 50% is degrading. In the 20% degrades, 20 minutes degrades remaining 100%. So this one toxic bromide better than the chloride. 75 minutes. So the degradation order. Once again, rate constant. This is the more rate constant than other things. This value is 0.20792, 0.0409. This rate constant is more, only it acts as a good characteristic. And one more, same worst material, DOCL, doped with dy, is the percentage doping and structure like this. This was published in last year, recent pigments. The excitation emissions is coming in white color. Doping is dy. Only red color. You can tune that, not only that, you can tune the different colors. For terbium, you get green color, terbium, green color, terbium, red color, dy, red color. You can go different red layer, you can tune the color of the materials. And here, BFI. So, this potassium iodide, prepared colon centigrade, 1 hour, this compound, internal structure. So, whereas bevel centigrade, this compound, some iodine will be liberated. So, different chapter, just changing temperature, you can prepare different kind of compounds. And another thing is, because you are working on a rare compound, this LiOCl means LI nothing to LA as GD, and this GDOCl, LiOCl is the structure, and LiOCl less intense than GDOCl due to the property of GD ions to act as an intermediate sublattice to facilitate the ion transfer to European triple ion. So same, everything will be same, but we are compared to identical condition. Here spectra, LiOCl less intensity than GDOCl. This is the reason. So this is also published somewhere. Rarer. And development of LiOCl, simple. This is also a prepared certificate. 2 hours. The RP percentage group. Any other impurity. The structure like this. European means that you can see the red color. And other than chloride bromide, this is a kind of molecular, simple molecular, dy European, group simultaneously, if dy is constant, European will change European content, European constant, we change dy content. So this is the structure. So people will start method, centigrade, molecular structure. This is a corresponding emission spectra. This is transition molecular diagram. And we can tune the color changing European triple ion and increasing European triple ion. RH to red color, RH to red color is coming, and this one red to orange is going like this. Changes and increasing dy content. So you can tune the color from changing the composition. Like that we can do research. So ultimately, what we achieve, the MW4 is prepared at room temperature, simplification method. Low with European, not with H method, room temperature is 700 centigrade for 2 hours. First reaction 400 for 1 hour. This compound, and we can get all kind of blue luminous, red luminous, blue, red, white, green. Changing the red layer, we generate RGB and white color. Ultimately, what we want, anything white light, we need a RGB color. So I have a red color, blue color, green color. Combining all these things, we can generate white color. And we want white color, we can put DY. We can get white color. So applications, lasers and white LED for display device applications to remove toxic and non-biodegradable organic wastes from industry effluents. Same material we can use for multi-purpose applications. So these are the people helped me to complete this kind of work. He came to me as a summer fellow or doing MTech project under my guidance. He was there only 1 year, published 10 paper. Maybe you have seen Saraf, in all the publications. So this is a person who worked extensively. He was there 1 year only with me. We were able to integrate two core impact factors. And Sukhanti Behera, she is a PhD student. She was very good. She was also part of that program. Now she is in IIT Calcutta as faculty. PhD student. Still is there in a group. And Dhananjay BMSIT. He also came as a summer research fellow to academy. He also contributed 1 or 2 problems. And released non-professional help for measuring PM 26 input. This is to get to him. And Balaji, he came as a postdoc in DY and European. He is building multiple this work. Now he is there in China and he postdoc. Of course, IAS Bangalore helped me a lot, facility other things. I'm grateful to this reports. So for any questions related to my anything, you can ask, to ask.
The preparation of A would here or A here used
ammonium chloride or ammonium chloride, this one. In that case, that ammonium is a highly reducing agent, as we all know that. If you use any ammonium compound, immediately it reduces all the compounds to metallic. But how did you manage in that?
No, it's ammonia. Maybe ammonia format in the form of ammonia is a reducing agent. Not it's solid. I'm using ammonium chloride as solid, like third type, sulfur type, ammonium chloride. So decomposing at 450 centigrade, at 400 centigrade. So when you're mixing these two things, you keep it to low temperature, slowly ammonia gas is evolving.
I also tried that one, sir, but the ammonium chloride is reducing everything. It is making it to the metallic compound.
And at what condition?
And around 400, 500 degrees.
No, you prepare compound is published paper. With good paper, ISA atmosphere published. It has some 3.5 something like that. Different parameters. That we successfully prepared, no problem. What you can try this method.
And one more thing is the barium, strontium, calcium you added with oxide, and you said that there is no change in the structure. Since they have different atomic sizes, I think at least there should be some change in the bond length. I think.
No. Structure remains selected structure, that's no. The AB structure definitely should be there.
Okay. But there is no change in the bond length.
No, bond length also changes. Only structure, main structure. Structure is tetragon only. But automatically depend upon the size. I given that ionic area of the barium, calcium, barium is bigger ion compared to strontium, calcium is smaller ion. Right, that one also I given. Structure remains in tetragon only. But this angle, distance, parameters certainly changes. One time I told there is no structural change, any structural change, any when you are doped with tungsten molybdenum, tungsten has a 0.41 and molybdenum with 0.40. 0.1 not make much difference. Without disturbing any other APC parameter or structural parameters, I can tune the band gap from 4.42 something else. Yeah.
Please. So as far as impurities, dy3 plus and u3 plus are concerned, in CAD diagram we showed that. You can go for CAD method, previous. See, you said dy3 plus, if you increase the dy3 plus concentration, the point in CAD diagram shift from red to white.
Yeah, this one.
This is dy3 plus. And you are comparing both u3 plus and the dy3 plus in the next. CAD diagram.
No, you can up to some percentage, up to 11% maybe here. So remain all the coming in same weighted color.
No, sir. If you increase the dy3 plus concentration,
up to 11% is there here.
Up
to 11%. Yeah. So this is the 1% to 3% to 5 to 7 to 9 11. So increase dy concentration. There is no still I mean weight color only.
But no, in the one of this slide it shows that.
Okay. Next. Different structure. This one.
Shifting of the point from red region to white region. Yeah, this
one. Yeah.
How to explain this?
So here I am doping. This is a waste material. This is a molybdenum is a waste material.
Okay.
I'm keeping 5% dy constant. Okay. Increasing europium up to 6%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm changing europium content here.
Keeping dy3 plus concentration constant.
Constant. Dy is constant 5%. Only changing the europium content. It comes tuning the color from orange red to red color. Okay. So here keeping europium is constant.
Then no.
It goes to orange color.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I request audience to ask any questions during lunch break. Due to time constraint, please stop here. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your depth materials and knowledge as well. Sir has enlightened us with a large with basics of materials and nanomaterials. Give an idea about the synthesis method, different synthesis method. Why do we need host material? Why do we need to dope the host material with different dopants? All the knowledge sir has given. On behalf of organizing committee, I would like to thank sir and present a moment for keynote. Thank you.
Thanks, organizer, to giving the opportunity to share some of my experience. Other than my actually I've chosen topic, I want to focus only my research. Most on this related my area research. Science, and come to my research activity, how we are working, and what are products and summarizing. By that, when he was there with me, we published it together. And the other one, the paper published totally till 2 years. So, of course, is rank holder. Gujarat, what to do, like this, people are coming. And we are getting benefit.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, HB Prem Kumar, Bioscience Chemistry, Coimbatore University.
So, anybody want any structural information, you can ask anytime. I will be there in IIC and SSC department.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. It's give me immense pleasure to introduce Professor K. Mahadevan, Professor and HOD Department of Chemistry. To brief him about him, I take sir. I request you since no, I'm reducing your 20 pages to 1 page, something like how you reduce our bulk material to nano material because of the time constraints. So Professor K. Mahadevan, he did his master degree at University of Mysore. At the same year, that is in 97, at the same year, even he qualified NET JRF and obtained his PhD degree from the Queen's University in 2003. He has carried out postdoctoral research work at CRIT, that means KRICT, South Korea, and a visiting scientist to University of Switzerland, London, UK. He is presently working as professor and head of the Department of Chemistry. Apart from this, he is the director of PG Center, that is at Kadur Kuwaitu University. His research interests include synthetic chemistry and medical chemistry. He received Distinguished Industrial Research Scientist Award for recognition of his research contribution towards chemistry from Bioorganic and Applied Material Private Limited, Bangalore. Now he has published more than 200 research papers and edited around 8 books. He has successfully guided 38 PhD students till now, and at present is guiding 16 students for their PhD work. He has been a scientific advisor, board member of Bioorganics and Applied Materials Limited, Bangalore. He has completed 5 research projects funded by DST, DBT, CSR, and UGC. Identification of new drugs for malaria and tuberculosis in collaboration with CDRI, and one more project is investigation of new organic solar cells, and OLED materials funded by DST are currently in progress. Maybe you know that OLED is the next generic display password, you can say. At present, you know that the big TVs are reducing to flat TV. Maybe in the future, you know, something like completely green material. These are inorganic material. Next, maybe organic material means organic LEDs. And some of his research investigations are referred in foreign textbooks. That attribute is high quality research work being done in his lab. His citation index is as follows. Total citations so far 1816. H index 22, item index 64. Maybe this is for the MSc students, information leaks, citation index is nothing but whenever we cite this particular research papers in our article, no, that will call as citation index. H index in the sense and item indexes, if every paper is cited 10 times, then we call as item index. So far he has 64 item index. With this, behalf of CAMA 2017, I request Professor K. Mahadevan to enlighten us with his experience. Sir, over to you. Sir, Professor Mahadevan, over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for the nice introduction. So yeah, so I'm Professor Mahadevan, as we introduced, and for the last 20 years, we have been working on medicinal chemistry, and we published more papers into medicinal chemistry. And very recently, after my postdoc from South Korea, I switched over to organic materials. And as everyone knows, organic materials have a lot of importance that from since 1991, when they have been introduced. From then, so these organic materials have gained so much importance, and many modifications of the organic structures, big molecules with a lot of conjugation. They emit lights. As like Professor just now spoke about quantum dots. It's an organic quantum dots. And these quantum dots are highly soluble in organic solvents. The application of the device is very simple. And therefore, with all these properties and characters, and this is going to be very important research field as far as the commercial aspect is concerned. And with this, so I started working with organic molecules, which I started preparing organic molecules which are suitable for this kind of application. And I partly stopped my work on medicine. So same molecule, they can act as a medicine. That's what we collaborated with CDRI Lucknow to develop new antibiotics for malaria and tuberculosis. These are the most deadliest diseases. Now they are fighting resistance for the previous molecules. So the government of India is investing a lot on that, and they are working together with the many scientists moving around the country and to develop new tuberculosis and malaria. So we were in that. And while making molecules, so what we thought, the molecule with the different structures could also be used for this purpose. And with my experience in Korea about quality molecules, we started working on this. And luckily, we got Professor Nagbhushan collaboration from Tumakuru University, and we published very recently a few publications, joining with Nagbhushan. And this is about my the topic of my work is organic solar cells and quality compounds. This all everyone knows about the history, how the silicon solar cell, solar cell based on silicon material has existed, and with the efficiency of sorry, where is the light? Yes. So this is when it was developed in 2007. The silicon-based solar cell, and it exhibits efficiency of 40.7%. And later on, many work has been developed, and now the silicon is replaced by many other materials as well as the and even up to 50% of efficiency is produced and is being used constantly along with the organic material. And many organic devices have come. They are in the market, but not completely spread around the world. But only few countries are using quality materials for their defense and other applications. And this is how silicon-based chips have been made. These are the materials used. This I don't know much about all these things. However, I am stressing to give an introduction about how materials are prepared out of silicon. These are all solar cell panels made out of silicon. And see this up to 27.6 lab efficiency was reported, and still the efficiency I think it is improved. But this is this I took it from the literature, and this is a disadvantage. Everyone knows this is an expensive, fragile, and low band gap. Even after a continuous struggle to get good efficiency material, because of these disadvantages, in spite of the disadvantages. And see the greater applications of this material where the electricity cannot be carried to some remote places like forest and all that, where we go for different purposes. Particularly, this is against in space where electricity is very much essential for the play of these equipment in the space. So solar panels have been introduced, and these are all made out of silicon. And there are the remote locations where electricity cannot easily carry, and in all those places we need solar panels. And all these are made out of silicon material, and these are all the things used when silicon materials used as a solar energy harvesting. And these are all, now I come to organic solar cells. This is organic solar cell, the advantage as quoted by the expert like Professor Sisakas I'm just into this area. This I came to know with the literature, and it's a very cheap and low temperature decomposition technique is involved to make a device, and this is environmental friendly, where it involves very small quantity to make a device, and it is degradable also. And this is semi-transparent and it's very flexible because these molecules are made of only carbon-carbon backbone and they're very flexible molecules. And it's a lightweight and low weight condition where the application is involved, and color durability. And they are not easily degraded when we make a device, and it is long lasting. We can use such device for long time. And this is how flexible solar cells are made. This is the advantage of organic solar cell. So since silicon and other materials, nanomaterials, they are fragile and it is to break, and you cannot get any different shapes of solar panels. But however, it can be avoided by using organic material, organic dye. So these are flexible, very thin. A sheet can be made with a plastic material. This is an organic solar cell, and this is how it can be formed. You get different dimensions, and this is about the device which composed different combinations like this. Altogether, it's a very thin sheet, as you have seen in the previous slide. It's a very thin sheet altogether. So this contains, these are the composition in a device, in which this is a solar cell. This is a material where organic dye is coated. So this is how organic solar cell works. Better than me as a physics and the material chemist, you can understand much about the device and its composition and etc. Then I tell you in a conventional way to express how this is a sun. We get transfer energy to the device where organic molecule is coated, and the organic molecule it accepts the electrons flow into the circuit, and this is how electricity is going to produce by making use of organic dye. And this is example a dye. I come to my molecule with an organic molecule. It's a very flexible, it's soft. As I told you, they are highly soluble in organic solvent. And to make a device, you're supposed to coat over the already partially made device. So coating is very simple and very easy. Since it's highly soluble, as I told you, it can form a very, very thin coating. Very small quantity of the dye is sufficient to get a very high efficient device altogether. And as I told you, it's flexible and we can get any shape of the material, and it's lightweight as well. And this is a molecule. It's a donor we call in chemistry, and it contains a lot of benzene ring. It's a highly conjugated system. This conjugation has to be extended to maximum extent as much as possible. It all depends on organic chemistry. Obviously, can create the conjugation more. Means you put more number of aromatic rings with this molecule. This is a donor because this is a highly conjugated further rings, and this is an acceptor, particularly in which it must have a Cl group or acid group or a O2 group to anchor to the TiO2. TiO2 is a semiconductor. It's another part of present in the device, and this group is good to make an interaction with the TiO2. As a result, when sunlight hits on this molecule, electrons get excited and move toward the molecule, and slowly it will pour into the TiO2. When it pours into the TiO2, then it automatically taken into the circuit, and circuit completes and you will get a current. This is how organic solar cell works, which is very similar to the silicon solar cell, but instead of silicon, it's an organic molecule. So this is another way to show the mechanism. It's a sunlight, and it will hit on the molecule electron get excited, and it moves over the molecule, and in another surface, TiO2 is coated. This is ITO. This is TiO2 is coated, and to the TiO2, it has a binding like this. From there, electron is poured into the TiO2, and circuit completes, and you get a current. And this is the different structures of an organic molecule. And in the previous slide, we think only simple organic molecule. This is metal organic compound. It's a complex. The complex is still good compared to simple organic molecules. This is a ruthenium complex, and this has given 5.7% of efficiency. And this is potassium chloride, as I told in this organic molecule, this must have aromatic rings, and the electron from the ruthenium get excited by the sunlight, and the electrons move continuously through these aromatic ring systems because of the conjugation. And COH, since it anchored to the TiO2, then electron will pour into the TiO2. From there, it transferred to the structure. Correct. This is the mechanism. And if you look into the detailed mechanism of the device, you are good to understand this. See, this is one anode, and this other side is the cathode. In between, these are the different coated materials. This is the one TiO2. Over that dye is coated. Over that, it's an electrolyte. It's an organic electrolyte. Even you can use this is inorganic electrolyte also. So, like researchers, what they do, they keep the dye constant, and these are the variables. They do variations in the electrolytes, variations in the TiO2, and they go to the performance of this material. And in another way, they'll keep these as a standard constant, and they have a number of dyes, and they vary the dyes, and they try to improve the performance of the device. So this is how research is going on, and since it's a multidisciplinary, the chemistry, physics, and the electrons is very much essential to get a good device. And if I give one structure of the estimation of the performance to another performance, if they do it by keeping this one, they can do these parameters. They can vary these parameters. That is electrolytes and this conducting. This is semiconductors here. And if I give more number of the dyes, they can keep this. They can vary. So likewise, if altogether join, definitely we can come out with a good device. All over the world, the problem of they're facing is chemist is not completely involved in validity. Because chemists only able to produce good number of molecules with a desired structure. This is a required structure with a good length, with good number of conjugations. So we are able to construct it. But most of the chemists all over the world, to the best of my experience when I go to Korea, when I was in Korea. So we are more into the medicinal applications of the molecule. We used to program molecule for diverse applications because a lot of problems regarding different diseases. So different scientists, they target one particular disease and work through their career. But recently, because of this, so few are jumped into making molecules for this material application. And this is the mechanism. In the molecular level, we explained about organic device. This is an organic device. And these are some of the molecules in which efficiency is increased up to 10.7. And this is the organic molecule as a, these are some, in the organic molecule, the required condition to exhibit this performance is, in one end in an organic molecule, there must be electron donating group. And in the middle, there is a lot of bridging rings which provide the conjugation for the free movement of an electron once it is pushed to the electron by the sunlight. So since these molecules have an electron, they have an energy. So not only molecule, everyone we are having an energy. And we have, I think, potential energy. And we don't have kinetic energy. And with the kinetic energy supplied by the sun, then sun hit the molecule, the electron present is the theoretic electron. So electrons not very far to move inside the molecule. Before, when the sunlight hit on this molecule, the electron will push. When the electron push, it will push to this end. When this end is connected to a TiO2, there it will pour. When pour into the electron into TiO2, the circuit completes. Then whatever electron went to the circuit and will come back to the another end. This is how circuit is going to complete. It is going to get carried continuously with a continuous radiation of the light. But here the organic solar cell just needed only visible radiations. Even at any type of climate, either a dull climate or a dark climate. So for all such climate, these organic molecules are very sensitive. They absorb light. They continuously produce current. So this is the advantage of organic solar cells. And these are some structures in the literature. They have made different compounds, all are carbon-carbon compounds, and even with the metal also, they are metal complex. They are reported for high efficiency conversions of sunlight into electric current. And this is the world record, the DSC, Dyson Style Solar Compound, is based on copper and drive, and it's co-complex with zinc and in which, and these are all donors, and this is an acceptor like COOH group, and this exhibit, this produces 13% of efficiency when compared to 40% of silicon-based solar cell. And very recently, up to 15% of efficiency is achieved with organic solar cell. This 15% of organic molecule is replaced almost all silicon-based solar cell. Now currently we have maximum organic-based solar cells. Organic-based solar cells. Still research is going on to improve the efficiency of the organic solar cell because there are three, four components out there which are variables like in electrolytes. It could be organic electrolyte or inorganic electrolyte, and another thing is a TiO2 combination with other composites, just like Professor told, and we keep that, and even like do variations in the device, and with the organic molecules, as and when we do the provided molecule, definitely, so good performance device will come out. So this is how organic solar cells, small chips are made for research purpose. And this is how small organic devices made. These are all plastic. It's completely plastic. This is altogether is a device, and this is a coated material over which plastic is coated to avoid the external impact like disturbances. And so this is how they use, and this is connected by circuit, and this is how current is estimated when exposed to a light. And this is how this is connected then exposed to a light, and the outcome can be easily calculated. Any small device and big device can be made by using organic. They are very transparent, flexible, we can bend, it won't break. So this is how organic solar cells have come out of the research. And next topic for my related to organic compound is OLED. Professor he presented much about LED. LED, I think it's almost outdated. The materials is being used for some other application, but particularly for this now OLED has come. LED after QLED has come. Quantum dot light emitting devices like TV, we have many QLED TVs, and LED TVs have gone, and now QLED TVs has come. And but in the market productions, OLED TV is also prepared, manufactured. But still they are keep in the industries only around the world, but they are not put in the market because this has to be sold first. This has to be exhaust, purely. And then the LED materials will come, mobiles and TVs and so on and so on. So again, LED is so in organic solar cell, we have an organic molecule that absorbs light and gives current. But in the OLED, we give current, emit light. So this is the small change in the principle of function. The LED for emission application and display application. For solar cell, it takes the light and give the current. So this is how the beauty of this, nature, that we do a lot of things with the molecule, and these molecules are colored, and these are the simple device made. As I told you, it takes the current, light is emitted. And what is the LED advantages? It takes small input, that's it. Small input. So this is how we are going to avoid the unnecessary consumption of the current. Therefore, LEDs have come into greater and wider applications in the public usage. And this is the component present in LED. This is the LED pictures. As a anode, cathode, this, that, and conducting material and everything, over which this is emissive layer. This layer is an emissive layer. This is a conducting layer. Conducting layer is a TiO2. As the formula is very simple to organic solar cell. And next is an anode. This is a substrate or body, and this is a cathode. And if the current is passed the two ends, this will glow. This is glowed by organic molecule, as like quantum dots. As like quantum dots. And this is the LED TV. They are very, very simple, very, very thin and small, even you can fold it. This is the LED TV, the efficiency is so high compared to quantum dots. And this is how LED lights, different lights, yeah, we can prepare by using LEDs, and they take very small current, and the different colors of the LEDs can be produced for different applications, white LED and different colors LED for decorative purposes and all that, which require very small current to flow. And these are all how in the automobile industry LEDs have been used, interior decorations, and even in the bulb consoles or exterior decorations. For every places now it's occupied by LEDs only. And this is mobile phone from the OLED screen. Very thin and transparent. It's very thin and transparent, and this is how you can bend. It won't break. It's a plastic material. It won't break. Very thin again. This is how you can bend like anything. Come with a pocket. This is made of organic molecule. This laptop, the roll top laptop. So the laptop made of LED screens, LED material. So you can, this is how you can fold the laptop, and you can open it and work it and fold it. It's very easy to carry. So since, because see, it's a carbon based molecules, it's a flexible, it can fold, it won't break. But metals, they are prickly, it will break, and you cannot get any shape of that material. But it's possible with an organic molecule. And these are all some structure for interest to make you understand better. So I have shown some organic structures in which all are polyaromatic compounds with a lot of conjugations, and they are being used for LED material. As an LED material. And this is how compound we have been synthesizing in the laboratory, as Professor told about quantum LED, and as the band, they are going to change the band graph by doping with one other material. But here we are not going to dope anything with this organic molecule. Therefore, we call this as self-light emitting molecule. Without any additives integrated in the device, so they make different colors. Therefore, self-light emitting molecule without doping. And these are called organic quantum dots. And as I told you, so they find much application since the property is like that. The property is like that. So color can be varied. This is the structure, the final structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aromatic ring system. There's a lot of conjugation. When I come to move from one end to another end, and as a result, they become fluorescent. They become fluorescent. So these are the colors observed in the UV chamber. As the professor exposed the quantum dots in the UV chamber, they start glowing with different colors. Similarly, a simple organic compound, they are very cheap material, and we can use for this purpose. This is studies we made regarding fluorescence and all. I think that is not much important for you to explain. And this is how the structure changes. The deep blue, bright blue, likewise color goes on changing from molecule to molecule. And when actually we study the photoluminescence and electroluminescence, and we come to know which color it's going to emit. But we observed under UV light in dissolving with some solvent. Because these compounds are highly soluble in all organic solvent. As I told you, coating is very simple and easy doing prepare device. So these are some dyes which produces very deep blue color. So these are the structures, the donors and all. And these are still deep blue in color, and this is bright blue, deep blue. And this is one significant different colors we observed in an organic molecule. And the substituents changes in this. This is the F compound. The F compound. So this is an methyl donor. It is fluid. With that, it's going to do this type of color. So light you can produce by making use of this. You can produce different color emitting LED devices. Application or even display application. So these are some once again deep blue to dark bright blue color. In the maximum, we got only deep blue to dark blue, and we are going to make an effort to make yellow and red molecules. So this is very intense blue molecule, only simple organic compound, and intense blue, red, and green, which are combinations used to make white color. So like deep emitting molecules and deep blue emitting molecules and green light emitting molecules, all are very important fluorescent compounds. We mix in a different combination together with the, and it will produce white light. This is the LED emitting light. But this is not LED, and this is the LED is replaced by OLED. That is, this is aluminum triphenylene complex. Aluminum triphenylene complex. These devices are made of. This is the one literature we learned that this is the quantum dot. This is the fluorophore required hydrofluoric glucose, and this is a nano diamond. And this is a nano diamond as the professor they produced diamond, and they are using for nano diamond to open up a new avenue for its use as non-toxic quantum dots, analog for biomedical imaging. And these organic molecules, since they exhibit force and emit light, in the biological system, they dope with a dye and they study continuously monitor where dye is going to interact with the different parts of the body in the cell. So that is called imaging. It's called molecular imaging. In all those cases, one single molecule, an organic molecule, which is able to emit light, it can be used for dyeing application, solar cell, and even in biological application. As a molecule, simple whole can exhibit medicinal property also. So, like one single molecule, we can exploit to different applications. We have a different collaboration with all the concerned fields. Now, what I'm working at present with in collaboration with the physics department was Nagbhushan, and we recently developed all such a good number of molecules with appropriate structure for OLED application. Molecule, one set donor, and next up, it's a bright, bright blue color is going to exhibit, produce. It's a deep blue, and once again, this is a C. You can see the changes of different intensities of the blue color changes. So this is what we are going to prepare. We prepared in the laboratory, in chemistry laboratory, and this is another set of compounds. With the purpose, we have designed this compound. With the purpose means we need to have a OH group, we need to have nitrogen. It's a ligand. So nitrogen is also a ligand. Since it contains two ligands, we can make a very good complex with the any metal, and we can able to prepare quantum dots of the metal complex. So once again, this is a flexible molecule because metal is encapsulated with organic backbone, and they are very high efficient energy material even for both like OLED and solar cell application. Instead of your energy materials, inorganic materials, we can use this organic materials for these type of studies. So this is how we prepare complex with the zinc. And when we prepare the zinc complex, see, so the number of rings present in the zinc, you see, this is the 14 aromatic ring system. There's a lot of conjugation in the molecule. You can calculate the bank of this. It can help, and it is highly stable, thermally highly stable. The melting point is more than 10 degrees. You can exploit this molecule to maximum extent for OLED applications. So this is the photograph you have taken by putting inside the UV chamber and dissolving it in some solvent. Because they are highly soluble in solvent, it is soluble in most of the organic solvent. And a small quantity of the sample is enough to make the difference. But we are able to prepare this molecule in terms of grams. And we prepare and store up to 20 grams of this molecule, and continuously we are giving it to the physics department. They are doing good work on this. And these are the different molecules we have prepared. And these are the one recently we have done in collaboration with Tata Institute. And we have tuned the structure which is suitable for harvesting solar energy. Then we have calculated the efficiency is 2.87. It converts sun into electric energy with the 2.81 efficiency. It's good for making publication. But see, the commercial molecule presently we have is exhibiting giving 15% of conversion efficiency. And if you go on increasing the efficiency of this, definitely it will be a good molecule. So because being an organic chemist, we know what to do changes in the structure. And this is communicated to some journal with Indian Institute of Science. And this is very recently we published with Professor Nagbhushan. And this is an organic molecule with a zinc complex we have prepared. And these are the color of intermediates. And this we studied for the fingerprint application along with the photoluminescence. And we have published with the Journal of Advanced Materials and Devices. And this is how this is the forensic application we have tested. Means fingerprint. In the forensic laboratory, they use this material for detecting fingerprints when there is a spot on the spot of where crime is occurred. So we use different like material. This is a glass, you know. This is a glass. This is also glass. This is a steel glass. This is a glass of glass. And in all those, we have impressed paint, and we have put our dye over there, and we have taken out those by way of method is there. Then those things with fluorescent, we are doing the fluorescent photos, and when compared to the standard what we are using, our fluorescent photos, you know, when we are get the impression of the fingers with our dye molecule, it is better compared to this paper in the Journal of Advanced Materials Devices. Just like us, not only for this application, and many possible ways since the compound emic light we can use, we can exploit and publish. And as all we know, in the chemistry point of view, and what we observe is a color. Ultimately, it's a color, and we have seen a lot of colors, and even you can produce layers. So no doubt about it. By changing the structure, we can produce. And altogether, color is an attraction. You speak, flavor is a light. You know flavors, you know fragrance, the flavor, fragrance, colors, polymers, pesticides, insecticides, and the medicines. Altogether, with one link is an organic molecule. And if I give a 10 banana, are you able to eat 10 banana at a time? We don't like it. So see, the colors could be matched with another food, but flavors never match. Flavors are a unique property. Each fruits in the universe are a unique property. Each fruits in the universe, what we have provided by the God, are different unique flavors. Because of the flavor, we thought of eating more. The 10 banana if I give, you don't eat. 10 different fruits if I give, definitely you eat. So what you motivate to eat so much? Because all fruits, you know, the basic component is sugar. All fruit, the basic component is sugar. How much sugar you eat? But you can eat 1 kg of the sugar, provided the color is different, flavor is different. Definitely there is a different flavor, definitely there is a different color. The color is a power now. Color is a power. Therefore, we got a power from the colors. And we can able to produce different colors. Color has produced the current. Color has produced the light. See how it is in the universe. Everything is provided. And out of colors, we are going to produce everything. Then imagine life without color. There is no life. We don't want to born in this world without color. Yellow color, iಷ್ಟೊಂದು color ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು colorful ಇದೆ. Just colors. So you do a fun lot by referring to a color. If there is no flavor, there is no fragrance. There are variety of fruits. How much you eat, everything is full of sugar. But flavor is different. The flavors make you to eat more and more. Ice cream, how much you eat ice cream? 200 grams, 100 grams, half kg. Definitely everyone will eat half kg of ice cream. Ice cream basic component is sugar and a milk. 1 kg you want to eat? You don't want to eat. Definitely you reject. You eat different ice creams of 100 grams, 100 grams, 100 grams, 1 kg with different colors and different flavors. With different colors and different flavors, definitely you can get 1 kg. But with single color and single flavor, therefore there are so much of molecule. Art as a pesticide, insecticides, color, perfume, polymer, materials altogether. So if it comes to particular use, you can call it as material. Otherwise, it is a simple molecule. So likewise, the word beautiful lies with the color. The life is beautiful provided you have color. Color is a power because color is going to give a current. Current, it is difficult. You can touch the color, but not the current. But color and current together, it is there. This is how we think. The science stops thinking. Science starts glowing, start going thinking. So we die, science will die. If you're living, definitely science goes on from cathode ray to LED, LED to QLED, QLED to PLED, polymer to OLED, and so many. I don't know what next comes in the next future. Thank you so much for your kind attention to listen to the beautiful organic molecule. Thank you so much. And once again, I take this opportunity to thank the organizer for giving me this to express my view about organic molecule. And this is my first talk about OLED because recently I jumped into this. Sir, reliability is so good. Since the reproducibility is good, so we can get the structure of any kind with respect to our requirement. And once we are able to make the procedure, which is fit to make the molecule, the procedure holds good for any number of kinds. But in making nanomaterial, it is not like this. Once you get the material with a particular stage, and once again you repeat the procedure, you may not get. But in organic molecule, it's not like that. Molecule is a molecule. If you want to get that molecule, you have to get it. You have to prepare.
Stability and durability.
That is going. That is the research is going on. Still again. So they are degradable. They are going to avoid the degradability of organic molecule. So they are going to have many additives, antioxidants, and all that. When the radical is created inside the device, they'll put additional different antioxidants. There's absorb the radicals. They keep the organic molecules set. So it's a continuous research, sir. That's what I told you. It's a multidisciplinary, and I know very little bit because I confine to, and you are much vast into other things. And like everyone has to join physics, electronics, organic, physical chemistry, and they have to share our work and ask what type of molecule you want, or else we get the result of particular molecule. So what next to do for an organic molecule? The parameter has to be changed. You know, so like to produce quick materials. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Doing so much work because they are producing so much paper.
And nowadays, the product is China, 120 China. Yeah. Anything.
We need your collaboration, sir.
What kind of structural changes we must adopt in order to increase the efficiency?
No, structural changes means the molecule must have a lot of amines. So many aromatic ring systems. If we increase the number of aromatic systems, the efficiency will be more. If the aromatic system is less, the efficiency is less. That's it. A very big aromatic molecule, polyaromatic. So normally, oxy, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur containing. Another side, except like the NO2 group and the COH group and nitrile group, because they are best to make a complex with the another semiconductor material in the device. So that it has to very like snake when it catches. It just gets excited by influence of the light, and whatever the electron present in the molecule is taken out to the KO2 by way of this anchoring the circuit. When doing this, EMF is produced electromotive force that will come out of the circuit as a current. This is the principle I understand. You can tell more. You can say.
Thank you very much, sir. You are enlightened us of materials. If you get a materials like normally in we find out the advantages in one field, but he almost enlightened in different fields, something like solar cells and OLED and quantum dots, all these things. That material, so that that's find out this to place it on record. Maybe like what is the advantages of the research. 2000 of the innovation conference. Only something like CFL. Just the CFL was evolving. At the time, used to have only with the incandescent bulb. That one. Something like we used to say 100 candle bulb. I think we know that. Nowadays, that 100 candle bulb is equal to something like 20 LED bulbs or 20 LED lights. Something like one bulb, what we used to put it in one room, it may be a light complete 2 house or 3 house, because maximum 5 to 6 light will put it in house, isn't it now? Maybe that's the advantages of the research, you can say. Maybe you can even think that the advantages of that master material from we used to say CRT to now, like OLED or quantum dots. Synthesis, or you can say that completely environmental friendly. Thank you very much, sir. With the token of gratitude and respect, please accept that moment. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let us beg for a sumptuous lunch. The lunch is arranged at processing. Let us all reassemble in this hall for the next technical session. I request the participants whose papers were selected for posters in the seminar hall. Up to 1 to 38 number posters are to be pasted here. So 39 onwards, the posters will be pasted in the C.V. Raman laboratory. Whose presentations were selected for oral, they should upload their PPTs in the respective laptop. I request all the participants to reassemble in the seminar hall by sharp 2 o'clock.
And this level presentation was Shabaz section.
ಇದು ಅದರದ್ದು ರಿಮೋಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಇದೆ ಇದು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್
ಬಂದೆ
Can I change after uploading this?
Here only.
This is perfect, but can I connect my laptop for this?
Yeah, no problem. So invited
ಈಗ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಆರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ
ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ
ಬ್ಯಾಗು ಇರ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸೈಡ್ ಯಾರು ಖಾಲಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ದೀಪನಾಥ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು.